see what irony is.
Welcome all. My name is Irene and I will be explaining the identity and function of irony.
Irony, irony, made too easy. Irony, irony, explain to me. Yeah!
You see, irony in a sense is the presence of an event whose outcome is different from whatever one expects. It also is important to understand the background of what you do expect so the opposite outcome is clearly evident. The problem with only understanding this definition of irony is that it explains situational irony. This form of irony is one of the major types of irony, the others being verbal and narrative. In addition, this form of irony is often misunderstood with coincidence, another form of the unexpected. The only difference is how situational irony pertains to the development of an outcome opposite to what one expects, while coincidence pertains to the event which happens at the same time, in a way that was not planned. Oops, sorry. Back to situational irony, let's examine an example from everyone's favorite pastime, anime. Now everyone, remember it is important to recall the background of the event you are analyzing. For this event, the story is perceived to follow the character of the bower, the anticipated main character. Now, if any of my anime appreciators out there understand the use of the main character in anime, it is often accepted that the main character always wins. So understanding how the author purposefully sets up the event to follow this character, the audience expects her to win, especially from her exceptional self-absorbance. Therefore, applying these backgrounds into the story, it is expected that she will oops, why don't you look at that? How ironic. For my deep thinkers, the purpose of using this form of irony can be set to exemplify commentaries, especially since the author includes this dialogue from the anticipated main character's enemy. Now that we understand the difference between coincidence and irony and situational irony, we can analyze another form of the unexpected, narrative irony. Narrative irony, in a sense, is when the author's character is oblivious to their fate or outcome or event, but the audience understands it. Therefore, audience understands, but focused character does not. For example, let's identify this form of third-person irony. In Viet Thanh Nguyen's The Sympathizer, one portrayed scene's background is the death of the Major, a character within the novel. The main character and his friends are set to kill said Major, but the Major does not know, especially since the main character purposefully becomes friends with the Major, so the Major can become even more oblivious. The outcome of this event is the Major's death, which he did not expect to be at the hands of someone he wouldn't expect to kill him. Therefore, the character of the Major does not expect his death, but the audience does, since the author previously reveals the plan through the main character. Now that we understand narrative irony, coincidence, and situational irony, the forms of the unexpected, we can analyze the other form of irony not dealing with the unexpected. This form of irony is verbal irony. Verbal irony does not pertain to the unexpected, but rather deals with one's verbal statement meaning the opposite of what they mean. This sense of irony is best understood with its counterpart, sarcasm. For verbal irony, if your friend playfully says,
"Nice handwriting,"
to your sloppy handwriting, it is verbally ironic. There's no sense of saying it to be rude. Instead, you're saying it to mean the opposite of what you actually mean, literally. Well, everyone, my name was Irene, and before we go, please remember that irony can either be the opposite to what one expects or the opposite to what one means. To help you all remember, verbal irony is saying the opposite to what one means. Narrative irony is having an oblivious character to an event or outcome that the audience knows. And situational irony is the outcome of an event that is opposite to what one expects. See,
shouldn't be misunderstood anymore. And to solidify what you learned, let's have a quiz.
Round 1.
You can't even spell.
You can't even spell. Oh, the irony. This is not ironic. It is mockery and inconsistent.
Round 2.
Getting a tattoo that says,
Nothing lasts forever.
it is inconsistent. It is not ironic. Nothing is being unexpected or purposely having said something that means the opposite. If you think this is verbal irony, you are wrong, because nothing is being said. He is getting the tattoo, not saying it.
Round 3.
A regular person loses in a sport that they are a player in. This is not ironic because this is a regular person. Anyone can win or lose. For this to be situational irony, the player would have to be a seasonal champion who won for, say, 11 years straight. The fact that the audience would expect them to win and they do not, then it is ironic.
Round 4.
For my anime and shonen jump lovers, if All Might loses to a regular villain, this is ironic since he is expected to win every fight, seeing how he is the symbol of peace.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Are we talking about Boku no Hero Academia? Oh my gosh, I love All Might. All Might is the strongest character. He has one for all. You know one for all is made. You're stupid. Oh my gosh, you're so good.
Thanks for watching. Alright kids, gather around. This is a song I call Irony. Irony like 1, 2, 3, cause there are 3 major types: verbal, narrative, and situational, all blend to make the gist. Yeah! When one says the opposite of what they mean, it's called verbal. Correct! When the outcome of an event is unexpected from what's expected, it's called situational. Good job, kids. Now let's finish this off with our last type. When a character doesn't expect the outcome of an event that the audience does, is called narrative. Whoa, good job, guys. Alright, kids, let's listen to
Yeah. Big Dan. Me I put a big tune up, say yeah.
Yo, it's a similar feeling. Big brain and stop it, happy understand, they drop it down. Should a man damn J topic. I've been for me the basis to me, I need be ironic. Where you have to understand? Me make your master, Baba King sarcasm, just a truth. So me have to see the opposite of what me mean. So me make a little joke, catch it like the boom for. Me feeling expected, them to over the basics. Please don't tell me knowledge as a one-time show.
Come, let me teach you about the situational. Come, let me teach you about the narrative. Come again.
Pick up when me left, stay loud in me chest. Situational, why you not fierce? What them a check about? Can't tell a pack coincidence. Why coincidence the same time for the event? So when me tell a man situational a different time, so tell them a shop. Them have to open up the maze right. So when me have you say again. Tell them not to waste time. Situational, the outcome unexpected to your mind. Especially door to the background info, cause that could contrast to what you expected for sure. So next time don't get confused, cause now you don't know. So you have to stay true to the motto. Narrative come next, open up a bottle. Like situational, what's an aspect? Except there be only one different aspect. A narrative come with a character, but the man can't tell what will happen. So the audience expect it as a feeler, but situational affect the viewer. Only pass done.
The carnival committee give you a chance, so when they come, but look what you do.